You're playing with a five-piece band on Sunday at the folk festival in the dance tent. Will you have some tracks? You going to perform some tracks off the new record?
Yeah, we'll
excellent.
do at least a couple of those.
Good. And then I see you've got a CD launch show on September 11th up at the Black Sheep Inn. You got the Mighty Popo joining in with you then as well. So that's people want to get their hands on the record, they can certainly go to that show as well. Will it be on sale this weekend though?
It won't be on sale this weekend. It hasn't been officially released
Okay.
yet. So it's kind of out in the wind. We're talking to people and seeing what's what. And the first time it's really starting to happen will be this launch. And meanwhile, there's little bits and pieces of it kind of floating around for interest's sake.
Now, one of the great things about a folk festival is the sort of intimacy that's created between artists, throwing different people together, and I don't know if this is the final schedule yet, but I do see that there's at least one point where you're going to be on the Bowie Hall stage in a set called Canadian Bacon, performing with Jill Zamud and Chris Eaton and Joseph Edgar. Mm-hmm. And what's your sense about that? I mean, you mentioned, looking for musicians that you love to perform with and play with and record with, and presumably this is going to be an environment where you may know these people, maybe you don't, I don't know, but you're certainly, you wouldn't know that they love you, at this point, or not likely anyway. How do you look forward to that? Do you look forward to just sort of interacting,
well, yeah,
suddenly?
I do. It's the interaction is, we all came into this for the same reason, really. No matter what everybody thinks the reason is, there's only one reason why you play music. And so bumping into people, that I don't know in environment. Well, the folk thing is actually what I've been doing all along. Yeah. I mean, to me, music was musicians get together and play for people. And then when I found myself on a stage in front of 25,000 people with all kind of weird gear, I thought, I'm not really getting to these people. I'm not sure if they can actually hear what's going on, because I can't. So how could they? Mm. So this is really a separate kind of feeling, and it was enjoyable and all that, but it's the more intimate it gets, the better it is in my book. And I got a feeling that all our music is kind of going in that direction. People are really digging the kind of intimate things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Great. And so you have the record coming out. You've got some gigs in and around Ottawa coming up. What about after September? Like, what's the future looking like for you? You're going to be doing some more gigs around here. You're going to be traveling.
Well, we're packaging that together now. We're going out east to Nova Scotia and play with Bill Stevenson and other people in October, and I'll be in Toronto. As we move around a bit and follow up the record, we'll be in Hughes Room in Toronto in September. But right here and now, this is where it's happening. You know what? After you finish something like this, it's like the world is gone. It's just.
Why is that? Because the effort involved, or?
Well, yeah, the effort. There's a huge amount. You see, if you went in the studio with your band, and which I've done, and played a gig and either live in the studio or live and recorded the thing, and there was a record, that doesn't feel like much at all, because that's just a photograph of what you did. But when you sit down in the studio and make production decisions, then those decisions are sort of anti-musical in a way. Right. And you end up feeling, wow, man, what did I just do?
I guess that's an incentive to get out and play live again, play those songs out on the stage.
Yeah, get back to where it came from,
Absolutely.
The roots of the thing.
Yeah, good. Terry Gillespie, thank you so much for coming down here to CKCU and also doing this for Ottawa Tonight, I believe. And really looking forward to your performances at the Folk Festival this weekend.
That's Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, dance tent.
All right.
It would be great.
I'll see you there.
Thanks again.